So I hope you're able to view this just because I thought it would be easier to explain it using a video rather than typing it out and doing screenshots. So the assignment that you're talking about comes in Unit 1, Activity 6. And really what it is taking everything that we've learned so far and putting it into one writing activity. So I'm going to talk about your two questions. We'll talk about this in just a minute. I just wanted to give some time to this. So throughout this course, you've developed some prompts and you've talked about writing. What you're going to do is you're going to select one of these modes of writing. So a short story, and it gives you length. It can vary if it's not as long as that, or if it's longer, that's okay. These are just sort of guidelines so that students knew what to do. You can write poetry. I was even saying 1 to 2 poems. If you don't get up to 4, that's totally okay. Because it is our first writing concept, a script. So if you want to create a scene, or even creative nonfiction, which is something from real life, where it's somewhat known as narrative fiction. Creative nonfiction can refer to adding in a few details or descriptions when it comes to that. So you're choosing one of these modes in which you're going to write. And then using your proven prompts, or even the ones I emailed to you, but if you have your own from Unit 1, Activity 1 or 2, where you created prompts, use one of those in order to create an idea from which to write from. So moving down, once we were moving through and figuring out what we were writing, we had done a reviewed revision, and it was an opportunity in which you could post your mode of writing. So one of these 4, right? Everyone had the opportunity to post it where you could get feedback. But unfortunately, a number of things didn't happen. There's actually some feedback that I'd like to teach students how to do. So this was really, I took it off as a graded item, and it was just an opportunity to have someone else read through. It's always a great idea if you can have someone proofread before you hand something in, or just give you some feedback, etc. So this part right here was actually originally for marks, but because there was a number of steps that hadn't been completed, it wasn't really a formal part of it. So I've actually taken that piece out. So what I would say is that for draft prompt, this is the starting the process of writing your own creative piece, that if you can get someone to look through it, that's fine. Don't worry about posting it. Don't worry about getting feedback from someone in the classroom. And then ultimately you're going to take that draft and you're going to hand it in. So that's what draft prompt is. And sorry, just struggling here to bring it back up. My computer's frozen. There we go. So you're going to hand it into this drop box. This is your first creative writing piece. See if you can get someone to help you proofread or look through and give you any suggestions, and then hand that in.